Hey guys, it is me again. Today is Tuesday, April the 17th. Makes it day 108 on our Project Daily Bread 2012. Guys, I gotta make this as quick as I can. And that's gonna be hard, guys, because I'll just be honest. I've had one of those days. I tell you, if every day was like this, guys, I tell you, I don't know. Even with the help of the Lord, guys, if every day was like this, I don't know how you'd do it. Let's see. I guess the first major thing that happened today, we were at work working, and here the cops pulled in and arrest my worker. Yeah. Well, they didn't, come in and do that all the handcuff deal. Just the deputy come in, wanted to know where he was at. And I figured he was just gonna go talk to him, and so they walked over there and said, well, they're going to take him in. So anyway, I know you guys are wondering what happened, and I'll kind of tell you as quick as I can. Over the weekend, my worker there, his wife, got in a scrape with a girl. And I don't know exactly what it was over. I know both these girls used to be married to the same guy, to a different guy, or I think they were now. And I don't know what it was over, but anyway, this girl actually, and they said they had film of it, I guess from the surveillance at the store. But anyway, they said that this girl actually came and ran the boy that works for me. His wife ran her down and jumped on her. So anyway, she fit her and got her off of her. So anyway, they left. This happened at one of the local dollar stores, and go up in a holler here where the boy's daddy lives. And as they come back out, this girl had went and got her sister and actually had blocked the road on them and wouldn't let them through, wanting to fight her. So anyway, she gets out of wrecking, this girl, and she's kind of like the boy that works for me. They was raised kind of rough, and don't care to scrap with you, they don't, they're just, that's the way they was raised, like a lot of people are, especially around here. So anyway, she gets out and she whoops both these girls. Well, that was over the weekend sometime, Saturday or Sunday one. Saturday, I think. Anyway, and I don't agree with this. I don't agree with you being able to go get a warrant on somebody and them go arrest them and put them in jail. And you can make stuff up. No matter of fact, this stuff is made up. But you can just say anything, no matter how off the wall. And instead of going and investigating it first, they go and put you in jail first. Then it's up to you to prove your innocence. But anyway, not only did they arrest her and put her in jail, they took a warrant for her. They said that the boy that works for me hit one of the girls in her face, hit her in her face, and knocked her teeth out. And of course, like he said, I never touched her. He said I never touched neither one of the girls. He said I don't know why they're trying to drag me into it, and that's what he was talking about. And this boy he's a little brute. He said, if I hit her, he said she'd still be laying down in her sleep. And he said that's what he was talking about. He was showing his hands. He said, if you hit somebody hard enough to knock their teeth out, he said you'd have a cut finger or you'd have a scraped up hand. And that's what he was talking about. He said, look at my hands. He said, they look like they've knocked your teeth out. So anyway, they come picked him up, put him in jail. So anyway, after that, we had some people interested in our camper. Now, these are not the people from Ohio that I was telling y'all about, but another group called about it. These are actually some people that had got displaced in the tornadoes that we had a few weeks ago. The Kentucky tornadoes. And this guy went and looked at our camper and his family, and I'm pretty sure they were going to buy it. Well, when they get down there, they start talking to the manager of the facility. They've got a 7-year-old, I think, son. And the manager tells them, oh, you've got a son? Yeah. Well, they were wanting to use it as a permanent residence. We use it as a vacation place, but they were wanting to live there all year long, and you can if you want to. If you're a permanent resident here, we don't allow children, they said. So anyway, that knocked us out of selling our camper today. And it's all because the old woman that owns the place, and there's some old people in there, guys. Just to be honest about it, I might as well speak it while I'm thinking it. These people are so hate-filled, and they're so grouchy, and they're just so devil-possessed. I mean, why else would you not want to have? Why else would you make a rule not to have kids there? So it just irks me, guys. That irked me, and like I said, here they've locked my worker up. And to beat it all and lock him a worker up, guys, what would you think for something like that? Even if he, let's say, which he didn't, but even if he did do, or I guess it don't matter, but going on what he supposedly did there, fighting with somebody, what would you think the bail would be to get them out, the bond to get them out, to, to make sure they show up for court? I figured $500. It was $5,000 cash bond, guys, or a property bond. Now, they didn't tell me what the property bond was. Usually it's the cash bond is 10%, but that would make it a $50,000 property bond. And guys, I've heard of people getting out of jail for murder cheaper than that. So I don't know what's going on, and I don't know, it may have been 5,000 property and 5,000 cash. I don't know, but anyway, we went up there a while ago, me and Dad, and then the boy's daddy. We went up there. I was going to put up the property bond to get him out of jail. And of course, they said, well, we can't do it tonight. We can't do it at the jail. You've got to go to the clerk's office, and you've got to go to the property value administrator's office. So anyway, guys, I've got to get up at 9 o'clock in the morning with this boy's daddy and go and try to get him out of jail over nothing, over something that somebody just said that he done. Oh, I tell you, guys, it makes me so mad I can't see straight. Now, I admit, should he, because he didn't go pick his wife up and drag her and put her in the car. Is that what he should have done? Yeah. He shouldn't have let his wife fight. I mean, I'll agree with that. I admit that. I'll be the first to say I don't condone fighting. But, me being an old hillbilly, I'm of the school. These girls started it. They wanted to fight. If you get out here and you start picking fights and you want to fight, then if you get your hind end whooped, then you just go home and you clean yourself up and you go on about it. You don't go calling the law. You don't go get warrants for people and have them put in jail just because they whooped you. If these girls would have whooped her, they'd have never been nothing said. They'd have never been no warrant took out. That's what gets me about it. And I see that every day, and that just burns me up. So, like I said, now I've got to try to get him out of jail because we've got nobody to work. I don't know, guys. Like I said, I tell you today, and anyway, guys, I'll be honest. I've not been in a good way today. Or at least from this all started happening, I guess about 1 o'clock is when it all kind of started. The first part of the day wasn't too bad. But anyway, guys, just pray for us, guys. Pray that all this will work out and we can get him out of jail. I don't know. Dad's going to call some people in the morning. Dad used to be a pretty connected feller, I hope he's still got enough connections left to maybe get something done, get that bond lowered or something. Like I said, the only thing that worries me, and because I've never had to do this, don't know anything about it, we've got a mortgage on our property. So I don't know if that will affect being able to do a property bond or not. I mean, I wouldn't think it would because most people do have mortgages, and, people every day, do property bonds to get people out of jail. So I'm just hoping that one, we may go up there and when they find out we got a lien, they may say, oh, well, you can't do it. And like I said, then I don't know what we'll do. Like I said, I've got to get him out of jail, and I sure don't have $5,000. You get that back as soon as they show up for court. Well, I think 30 days, it said within 30 days of the court date, you get that back. But, I don't have $5,000. And like I said, I just hope to do it property bond. So, guys, pray about all that. Pray that we'll still sell our camper. We still got the couple in Ohio. Supposed to go this weekend and look at it. So, pray for all that, guys. And just pray for me. Like I said, I've been, I know the Lord tells us, guys, that He'll never put more on us than what we can stand, but I tell you this evening, honest to God, thought it was too much. So, just pray for that, guys. And, oh yeah, and I wasn't done yet. Oh yeah, then when I get home, and I think I'm already about to die of aggravation, I made a comment, guys, on one of Eric the Car Guy's videos. They were showing how to diagnose a misfire. And they was showing using a 5-gas analyzer that you stick in your tailpipe and going by the hydrocarbons and the amount of oxygen and the different gases, the carbon dioxide and all that, tell them whether it was fuel or fire. Well, anyway, I just made the comment, you can do the same thing with a scanner. You watch the short-term fuel trim, and any of you guys that are kind of mechanically inclined may know what I'm talking about. Because when a car misses because of fire, it puts too much fuel into the cylinder. It don't burn it. It goes out into the exhaust. And the more fuel you have in the coming out of the exhaust, that displaces the air, displaces the oxygen, so you don't have as much anyway. So the computer will try to adjust for that. It'll try to take fuel away because it's getting too much. Well, if it's got a fuel injector down and it's not squirting fuel, the fuel trims will go up because it's trying to add extra fuel to it. Anyway, I just made the comment, telling about that. Well, of course, guys, I get home this evening. What do I have? Not from Eric, the car guy. He'd never say nothing like this because he's a cool guy. Some troll on there that with no videos, no pictures of himself, nothing to identify himself, no videos, comes on there and just makes the biggest smart aleck remark to me, talking about that wouldn't work, that all misfires, no matter whether it was compression, fuel, or fire, any misfire would create a lean condition, and that's not right. I don't know where he gets that. And he told me that oxygen sensors sense the amount of oxygen in the exhaust, not the amount of fuel. Like me worked on cars my whole life, like I don't know that. So anyway, I responded back to him, I don't know, just telling him that basically I had learned this from 25-year ASE master technicians, and that I had done it, and it does work. And I looked a while ago, and he replied back to me, guys, and I'll be honest, I'm so aggravated, I don't want to read the comment, because I am so afraid that I will get on there and I'll say something I shouldn't say. So anyway, guys, when it rains, it pours. And when the devil gets on to you, the devil knows that there's a bunch of good things, I think, getting ready to happen to me. I think the Lord's moving on this camper deal and all this other stuff, and the devil just tries to do stuff to cut you down. So guys, pray for me. Pray that I can resist him and get him off of me. So anyway, guys, getting on to our important part. And I may not even be able to do 10 verses tonight, guys, but we're going to try to hurry up here. 2 Corinthians chapter 9, verse 6. It says this: But this I say, he which soweth sparingly shall reap also sparingly, and he which soweth bountifully shall reap also bountifully. Every man according as he purposeth in his heart, so let him give, not grudgingly or of necessity, for God loveth a cheerful giver. And we know that, guys. You got to give because you want to give. You can't give because you feel like you have to give. If you do that, then you might as well not even give it. And God is able to make all grace abound toward you, that ye always, having all sufficiency in all things, may abound to every good work. As it is written, he hath dispersed abroad, he hath given to the poor, his righteousness remaineth forever. Now he that ministereth seed to the sower, both minister bread for your food, and multiply your seed sown, and increase the fruits of your righteousness, being enriched in everything to all bountifulness, which causeth through us thanksgiving to God. For the administration of the service not only supplieth the want of the saints, but is abundant also by many thanksgivings unto God. Whilst by the experiment of this ministration they glorify God for your professed subjection unto the gospel of Christ, and for your liberal distribution unto them and to all men. And by their prayer for you, which long after you, for the exceeding grace of God in you, thanks be unto God for his unspeakable gift. Anyway, guys, that's where we're going to stop tonight. Like I said, guys, I love you all. Thanks for being here. You guys that wait up for this, sorry for being so late. I had to weld a bell housing up tonight. That was one of them deals too. This boy brought this in today, wanted this aluminum bell housing welded up. And about the time he was there and I was telling him about it is when they was taking my worker off to jail. And I should have told the old boy, I got a lot going on here. Give me 2 or 3 days. But of course he acted like he was in a hurry, and what did stupid me do? Oh, I'll have it for you tomorrow. So I've been out here all night. Actually, when I got back from the jail, trying to get him out, and found out we couldn't do it tonight. Ever since then, since about 9:30, I've been welding on a bell housing, and it was a mess. So anyway, guys, thanks for being here. I love you all. Guys, please pray for me. I'm having a rough time right now. this whole deal with this guy too, and I got a comment on my shooting my Kimber video, and I've not even looked at it, guys. These trolls making these smart aleck remarks are just about to they're just about to run me off YouTube. I mean, I know you shouldn't let it bother you, but it just, I don't know, it just, like, and it's always the same guys. It's ones with no videos, no profile, no, no nothing. They ain't got their name on there. You can tell the ones that you can tell what their page is gonna look like when you go. Because if anybody knew who they was, they wouldn't have the guts to say this stuff that they say. But anyway, guys, just pray for all this. I love you all. If you need anything, let me know. Good Lord willing, I'll be here tomorrow night, guys. Until I see you all again. Good night, and God bless.